offices are really going to have to be thinking of what internal things they need to put in place and do some planning, because it's going to come with some expense. So if physicians are doing their own coding, they're going to need to get educated on how to code this new way. If you have coders doing the coding for you, they're going to have to get recertified if they're already certified. Your charge tickets are going to have to change. Medicare policies are going to change, so you're going to have to update yourself on what's payable and what isn't. If you participate in PQRI, all of those types of measures are going to change, and you're going to have to update yourself on that. So there's just a lot of staff training, physician training that's going to have to occur to get ready for your office to be ready, because they're saying that this date will not change. It will be effective October 1st of 2013, and if you're not ready in submitting the codes, you're not going to receive payment for your claim. So a lot of things to think about.
Yeah, there really are. And I just want to pause for just a second. There are clearly some administrators that will deal with physicians who say, well, I have a coder either in-house or outside. They do my coding. This doesn't affect me. But all the data that has got to now be documented so that the coder could attach the codes. I mean, there's no way this doesn't affect the physician.
Exactly, and that is a really good point, Tim, because, I talk to physicians all the time and do audits and say, okay, you're lacking this in your documentation, or you need this little bit more detail. They're going to have to, give those details. My patient has a laceration on the right hand, left hand. Give all that detail like we talked about with that example. So it is a retraining of the physician or a refresher to the physician how important their documentation is, and getting that to a place where it needs to be to support what they're billing out.
Yeah. All right. So we've talked about HIPAA, which was sort of one level of monster, and then we get to ICD-10, which is another. Let's talk about the third, the CMS RAC program. What is this, and what's it all about?
The Recovery Audit Contractor Program is what it is. And what Medicare decided to do is they know through doing OIG reports and different CERT reviews where they ask for documentation that they feel that there are a lot of improper payments going to providers. So they have developed this auditing program to try and recover some of those improper payments and get money back to the government. And so what they've done is they've hired these contracted auditors, and there's auditors in each region. There's 4 regions that they've set up. So they've set these people to go out and do these audits to identify when money needs to be recovered back to Medicare.
The money recovered back to Medicare is, just to be real clear, these are providers cutting checks back or having it withheld from future payments, correct? This is cash going back from the provider to the government.
Correct.